Long ago, in the far reaches of the galaxy, there was a planet called Zarin. It was a place of swirling dust storms, glowing deserts, and strange, towering crystals that hummed with an energy no one could understand. Zarin had once been home to a powerful and ancient civilization, the Zarani, known for their grand cities of crystal and their mastery of the stars. They ruled not only their planet but many worlds around them, traveling through the sky on ships that gleamed like shooting stars. But the Zarani were not alone in the cosmos. There were other empires, and not all of them were peaceful. As the Zarani expanded their reach, they awakened a terrible enemy, the Xylok, a race of beings with dark skin like blackened stone and eyes that glowed with an eerie purple light. The Xylok were fierce warriors, skilled in strange and deadly technologies that bent the very fabric of space and time. They declared war on the Zarani, and for centuries, the two empires fought across the stars in a terrible conflict that shook the galaxy. The war between the Zarani and the Xylok became known as the Skyfall Wars. Battles raged across planets, moons, and even in the empty void of space. The sky itself burned with the fire of ships falling from the heavens, and entire worlds were torn apart in the clash of mighty forces. But there was one soldier who stood out above all the others. His name was Ilias. He was a Zarani warrior, young and bold, known across the galaxy for his courage and skill. Ilias was the last hope of his people, for the war had reached its breaking point, and Zarin itself was on the verge of falling. It was said that Ilias had an ancient artifact, a weapon crafted by the gods themselves, the Star Blade. It was a sword forged from the core of a dying star, its blade glowing with an unnatural fire that could cut through the toughest of armor and slice through the very air itself. With this weapon in his hands, Ilias could take on armies of Xylok soldiers without fear. One fateful day, as the Zarani forces retreated to their last stronghold on Zarin, Ilias made a vow to end the war once and for all. He took the Star Blade and boarded a ship, heading alone into the heart of enemy territory. His mission was clear: defeat the Xylok warlord, Vraken, and bring peace to the galaxy. But the cosmos, as always, had other plans. Ilias entered the battle, and his bravery was unmatched. But the Xylok had prepared for him. They unleashed their greatest weapon, a massive living starship, a creature the size of a moon with a mind and will of its own. It was called the Vorith, a beast of metal and flesh, bound together by dark energies that seemed to warp space itself. The Vorith unleashed torrents of fire, twisting gravity, and tearing the very stars apart. Ilias fought fiercely, his star blade glowing brighter than the sun, cutting through the Xylok warriors like a comet slicing through the void. But even with all his strength, Ilias could not defeat the Vorith. The creature was too powerful, and the battle was lost. As the final blow struck, Ilias made a desperate choice. He activated the Starblade's hidden power, a last-ditch effort that would unleash a cosmic shockwave powerful enough to shatter the entire battlefield. The energy from the Starblade surged through his body, and for a brief moment, the universe seemed to hold its breath. The shockwave rippled through space and the Vorith was destroyed, but so was Zarin. The planet cracked open, sending shards of crystal and fire into the cold void of space. And then Ilias was gone. The galaxy was left in ruins, and the story of the Skyfall Wars was passed down as a legend, a tale of lost civilizations and forgotten heroes. The Zarani had been defeated, and the Xylok vanished from history as quickly as they had come. But the legend of Ilias, the last warrior, did not end there. Many centuries later, a group of explorers from the far reaches of the galaxy came upon a desolate and forgotten planet. The planet was nameless, swallowed by the dust of time, its surface cracked and scorched. The explorers had come seeking lost relics and forgotten knowledge, and they found something unexpected. In the heart of the planet, amidst the ruins of an ancient city, they discovered a strange figure, silent, motionless, and standing alone. His armor was battered and scorched, but his eyes, though clouded by age, still burned with the fire of a warrior. And in his hand, he still held the Starblade, glowing faintly with the power of an ancient sun. The explorers were stunned. The figure was none other than Ilias, or what was left of him. He had not aged a day, as if the passage of time had forgotten him. His body, preserved by the cosmic energies of the Starblade, remained as if frozen in the moment of his final battle. The explorers tried to speak with him, but Ilias did not answer. He did not move. He simply stood there, his eyes staring out into the emptiness of space as though waiting for something, someone. It is said that Ilias will remain there, a guardian of the forgotten battlefield, until the day the stars align again and the final battle of the Skyfall Wars is truly over. Some believe that the universe will one day call upon him, the last warrior, to rise once more. Others say that Ilias is a prisoner of his own power, locked in a timeless slumber until the Starblade calls him back to life. But one thing is certain: the legend of the final soldier lives on, echoing across the galaxy like a whisper in the wind. His name is remembered in the songs of star travelers and in the dreams of those who gaze upon the stars. And as long as the stars burn, the story of Ilias, the last warrior of Zarin, will never fade from the cosmic memory.
Hey there! If you're enjoying the story so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our exciting adventures.